Double those dice.
It's every time we come on and Alex's smile. It sets the picture. He's a lovely boy. Yeah. Welcome back to session 33 of A Tale of Two Brothers. So without further ado, I'll run through the recap and then we'll get started. So last session, you guys reached the plateau, which is Blizzard's Peak. Red led the way through the tents with people getting excited to see Blue. And as Blue and Saber settled into a game of punch buggy, they were rudely interrupted by another Goliath called Trog, an old friend of Blue. After Trog stumbled off to the tiny giant to get a round in, the party saw the beginnings of the Ovum ritual, a column of Goliaths wearing white robes escorting an elderly female Goliath through the streets. Red explained for the second time to Saber about the ritual of the ovum before you all travelled to Red's tent and the previous home of Blue. Z, you set up to create a potion of strength while the rest of the party headed off to the teeny giant. You entered to see a small celebration happening with lots of Goliaths drinking out of small wooden cups. As soon as Blue entered, you were pulled into conversation with Huck, who produced a pie from inside of his apron. Spotting Trog with a tray of drinks in the bar, Saber, you misty-stepped to him, and Trog just dropped the tray of drinks, and then proceeded not to leave you alone for the rest of the evening, as you were magic, and he loved it. Kaya, you got more drinks and ended up with a conversation with Cherry, who told you all about Blue's other name and all about a special Goliath in his life called Windy. She also told you more about the ritual of the ovums. Darian, taking pity on Blue with all his free drinks, decided to help him drink the excess. Good guy. After a bad drink, though, Darian, you had to remove yourself from the tavern to empty your stomach. Kaya, you were given drinks left, right, and centre by Cherry, all for free as well, might I add. Z, you'd let the party travel on without you, and you decided to go for a patrol around the town before entering the teeny giant. You gladly helped Kaya with her free drink problem. Before taking a strong Overwatch stance, as I think is probably the best way to describe it. Over the next hour, Saber, you ran around the tavern with Trog, telling the tales of Caster Biscuit before passing out. Kaya, you met bards, and sang songs from different cultures. Darian, you met a herbalist who helped you get back on your feet after your bad drink. And you shared a questionable pipe with him.
Oh, yeah.
The party was served food as Red collared Blue to speak to Ranger and tell the tale of Propia. She asked for a copy of the map when you had some time. She also told you that she'd asked Hawkin Phoenix to help find some missing birds that had travelled to Shadewallow. As the night wore on, Darian participated in a game of bones with Cherry and some other Goliaths and won some money. Blue mingled with everyone whilst trying to keep sober in the preparation for the next day. Kaya, you danced on the bar to Cherry's delight, and Z, you took the hair out of Saber's face when he was sick. Well, it was a very good night. After Blue and Z had a heart-to-heart, Cherry kicked everyone out of the tavern. Blue turned into a horse and carried Trog and Saber and Kaya home. Kaya, you made Trog's day by stepping him into the darkness. Z and Blue, you took watches before Blue headed out to find his girls. In the morning, some of the party woke up with sore heads. Red brought the breakfast, and before heading out to join the crowds, Kaya charmed Blue, and Red painted some strange runes on Blue's chest. You made your way to the outskirts of Blizzard's Peak, arriving at the gates to a large hut where you found a circle with more of these female Goliaths wearing white cloaks and the village elder. The elder asked for the chosen to step forward, and Blue stepped into the circle along with Barg. don't think I've missed anything. And that is where we start today's session. So I'll just paint the picture. So, circle of Goliaths, probably 2-3 deep around the circle. There are 2 Goliaths wearing these white robes stood either side of this elderly Goliath who's sort of hunched over. A couple have noticed that she is blind. And Blue is stood shirtless with these runes painted on. Barg is also shirtless as well, with a similar sort of runes written on his chest, as they have stepped forward into the circle. I know Z, you last session you were looking around for weaponry, and it didn't appear to be that anyone was holding, anyone especially in the crowd weren't holding weaponry of any kind.
So they
does anyone want to do it?
Drew your sword.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Now, does anyone want to do anything at this particular time, or am I happy to just narrate until something happens?
Yeah, no, I'll just stand by and let the ritual begin, I guess.
Cool. So there's these drums, as the elder, she sort of raises her hands, the drums stop, dead stop, and she asks, "The chosen step forward," and Blue steps forward out of the crowd, sort of pushed by Red. It's sort of like a last minute, "Get 'em, son," and then Barg is also pushes his way through the crowd. She goes, "So we have Settler," and she gestures her hand at Barg, "and Outlander," and gestures her hand at Blue.
I'll bow.
I
don't know if the other guy did.
You bow? Yeah? You can make a bow. Give me a performance check.
I assume there's no additions to that with being charmed of any way. Performance, you're saying? It's a 7.
So, you do this overly exuberant bow. It comes off to the others around in this is like it's way too much. Way too over the top. A little nod of the head would have been fine. This is way too much. However, she doesn't stop in her conversation. We are come together for the ritual of the ovum. And these 2 have been chosen by you to participate. Now we must judge their character, as we only want the best of the best. Does anyone wish to say anything on Barg's behalf? She gestures at the Goliath. Sort of murmurings from the crowd. So everyone sort of looks around. You see the tall, spindly Goliath, blue color, puts his head above a couple of others, sort of pushes someone to the side. I would like to say something. My son has done vast amounts of work for the tribe. He has repaired many of your tents and even set up a few more. I remember, Ranger, you needed a place for your birds, and my boy made it happen. He's an avid member of the community and should be honored with this tradition and be chosen above him, and points at Blue. Sort of murmurings from the crowd as he sort of steps in.
Oh, could I say something?
The elder's sort of head jerks at you. if you wish.
Yeah, I don't think I know this gentleman too much. I think we've had a couple of dealings, but not a lot. But he honestly seems like a stand-up guy to me. I think he would be an excellent choice if he was to be chosen. Yeah.
She, looking in your general direction, Blue. That is very kind of you to say, Outlander. Do you wish to make your own case?
Oh, yes. Is that what a charmed blue would do? I am okay. I think. Yeah, I try and be nice to everyone, and it seems to go pretty well from what I've seen.
Can Kaya step forward, please?
I can say it. Yeah, you step forward. It's sort of like a little bit of tricky. You sort of have to slide your way through between two Goliaths, and sort of like they don't spot you till you're almost past them. They like move their arm, and you just make your way through the gap. But you come to the edge of the circle.
I think my friend is, as always, being very, very humble and modest, and if you allow me to put a few words in, I would be honoured to speak for you in front of you all and just let you know. I know you call him the Outlander because he desires to travel and see the world, but it's never out of any sort of selfish desire. Blue is always, as far as I've known him, just wanted to help people. He's always stood up for the little people, and he'd never, do anything to really hurt others if he can help it. He goes out of his way to help children, and he's very kind, and he's always helpful. And I know he does so much, and he cares so much for everybody and everybody in the world, not just in this sort of community, which I know he cares so much about as well, but he cares for the world, and he's made the world his community. And I think that is split fly. Oh, I wouldn't have expected to see flies here in this time of the year. Sorry. Yes. Sorry, I'm not really used to speaking in front of crowds. But he has done everything that he possibly could. He looks after us, and he's kind to animals and to other people. And I know everything he does is also to help you all. And I think if anybody deserved this honor, it would be him.
There's a short pause where those with a passive perception higher than a 12 would hear just retching from the far distance. Elderly Goliath, looks in your direction, Kaya. I do not recognize your voice. Who are you?
Oh, no, my lady. I am Kaya. I am an Eladrin elf. Not from this isle, actually, but I travelled here with Blue as his companion. One of many. We have a group of us who have been travelling together, and we are now all friends, and we set about to try and help.
That is lovely. Step forward, child. And she holds out a hand.
Okay. Hello.
You step forward. She takes your hand, and then sort of grasps your wrist, drags you in, and then sort of just gently touches your face, just with her fingertips, just mapping your face. She goes. She sort of finishes that, smiles sweetly at you, and then sort of just gently shoos you away. But she's not trying to be rude. She just gently.
As I go, I will like grasp her hand for a minute and sort of like tip her a very large hand to my very tiny forehead and sort of like bow and then walk away.
Sorry, can I cast thaumaturgy? Thaumaturgy. And yes, and do an ominous whisper just inside the ear of this lady, just to whisper, select pick blue over and over again, just in her ears.
As your
Yeah,
voice.
you said.
No, yeah. That's what I'd like to just little ominous whisper in her ear saying, "Pick blue. Blue is the right choice."
There's no need to make her a save, is there? Do I need to make a save?
No, it's just something that happens.
Yeah. She sort of gently shoos Kara away, and then sort of touches her ear. And she goes. She speaks a little bit louder. She goes, "That was very lovely to hear from Kaya. Those lovely words. Does anyone else want to say any words?" As she sort of like puts a finger deep in her ear and is like twisting it. You see Red pipes up, sort of clears his throat. Yeah, I'd like to say a few words for my son. He's a very brave young man. He's helped these adventurers explore that continent of Papaya. He's been helping out her tales of his wonders and his travels, and him helping out a someone called Castery Biscuit or something, and he met a bird that wasn't a bird, and he made friends in a town of Miles, and he's been away and spreading goodwill from us up here to the people down below, and I think he's done a very good job. And then sort of bows his head, backs back into the crowd. Has anyone got a passive perception over 14?
Yeah.
Cool. So everyone but Z. You hear from Barg's side of the crowd. You see this large, tall, blue coloured Goliath, the father of Barg. Just say something along the lines of, still can't protect his father. And like you hear it's like this little like snigger from somebody next to him. Yeah.
I just continue through all of this. I've had a shit-eating grin. Like, I am a charmed boy, just trying to be charming. Just like, hello, yes. I'm not answering any of it, but...
Can you work out where that came from? Like, which individual?
Oh, yeah, it was 100%. It was the tall Goliath. Barg's dad, yeah. You see more people pipe up around. You hear Ranger say that Blue's done an excellent job keeping up with his druid skills. He's not only allowed Hawking to grow, but also flourish as an individual. He continues to take a note of the environment around himself, and yeah, it goes on and on. It's sort of like it's very good character reference, basically, from Ranger. Very clinical, very almost like a job reference. His timekeeping skills are impeccable. He's always the first to rise and wash regularly. Regularly, it's just like that sort of clinical
He's
thing.
the only one
Everything
on the
that Blue
party
is good
that's
at.
ever
Yeah. You also get a rushed reference from Trog. It's from a very pale-faced, sort of almost pink-coloured skin around his face as he's like very quickly gives a. Yep, Blue's been my best friend forever. He's a really good guy. He should be picked. Move! As he like rushes back into the crowd, and you hear more retching.
I was gonna say, could we tell that he was the retching that we heard earlier? Okay.
100%. A couple others set aside with Barg, but they're very quick, very short, very just. He's a good guy. One of them comes from Huck, and the other one comes from Cherry. This goes on for about an hour. As you guys start to feel the cold again, as it's still pretty windy up here.
If it's gone on for an
Wind
hour,
is whistling around.
I'm no longer charmed.
Yeah, towards the end of this conversation, Blue's face, you see his muscles in his face drop as his sort of like expression goes to a normal blue. You'd also know that Kaya charmed you.
Yeah.
And she did it in like loving intentions to give him confidence, not to like be mean.
I asked. It makes sense. But oh god, I'm not charmed anymore. Does that mean I'm not charming? What am I gonna do? Do I have to charm myself? I don't know if that's allowed. Okay, this is an internal monologue. Please continue.
Sorry, Saber's gonna step up. I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy. I can never get this word. I'll get it one day. Thaumaturgy.
He did it!
Thaumaturgy. But I'm gonna cast 3 things. So I'm gonna make the ground tremble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make my eyes sort of glow, and I'm gonna make my voice boom, and basically just sort of I'm gonna let's just go for it. This is the voice of Tyr, the god of rightful justice and balance, and I demand that Blue be released from this ritual. He is being called to a greater, more important cause. And then, as Saber, I'm just going to flop to the floor as if I'd been sort of possessed. And that's that.
Okay.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay.
But I'm going to make the world tremble. I'm going to make my eyes glow. And that's it. Yeah.
Cool.
I'll look at. I'll be giving Saber the weird side eye this whole time that he's doing this, being like, "What the hell's going on here?"
Give me a deception check, Saber.
Conception check.
Can we all roll for like seeing if we think
like,
this is his god or him?
Yeah, you'll do that. Well, it'll be passive insight, but
That's 13.
so if anyone beats a passive insight of a 13, you would know that Saber is just.
Mine's 14.
Oh, I'm
Mine is 13.
13.
13 it meets beats, so yeah.
But he rolled to meet, so does that mean we don't know or we do know?
You do know. You do know.
Alright, I'm not gonna help
Does everybody know?
So there's like a couple of people near you that like go. There's gasps from the crowd, and lots of people begin to mutter like, "Oh my god, what was that?" Like, shit, like what's going on? As like a couple of people like separate like away from you, as like you flop to the floor. You like you see the elder hold her hand up. For everyone's everyone here, as we have people who have never seen this before, Blue is not he's not entangled in this. He can refuse. He's not. This isn't a contract or anything. This is just a formality. Blue, do you wish to leave?
Oh, could I step out really quick just to help him up? He fell over, just so you know. I don't know if you heard the thud.
I did not. Yes.
Z steps forward and lifts Saber up by his hair.
Does that break the ruse that Saber was trying to go from?
So Z started grabbing Saber's hair, and now she can't stop.
Yeah. You grab Saber. Does Saber wear it like as a ponytail? Like, is it? Like,
yeah.
Is it, or is it like a? Is
it
like a? It's like a half ponytail with like the.
Yeah, that's right.
So you grab Saber by the ponytail. Up to Saber, what you would do is Z lifts you up by this. Yeah, is it sort of like a crying out in pain? Is it like a?
I'm gonna sort of try to act like nothing's happening. I'm gonna keep my eyes closed, sort of open one, see if everyone's looking, and then close it again, and just try and sort of continue acting like I'm.
There's a very high pitched whistle that comes from Saber, as it's just like just extremely high pitched as he's lifted up by his ponytail. People laugh, people applaud at Blue's attempt at help. Red has got his hand in his. He's just sort of just like this, looking at the ground. As the elder points at one of the women in the white robes, and she, from underneath the robe, produces a small bowl of golden liquid. Everyone goes silent. I've made my decision. And she puts a thumb in the bowl. Steps forward towards Blue and wipes the gold paint across from his forehead to his chin. Sort of drags it down his face. Blue, you have to sort of, as she approaches you, you sort of have to bend to match her height as she wipes it. Blue will join the ovum in the chambers later this evening. And everyone erupts. Laughter, clapping. Whoa, go Blue, go Blue! Yeah. As everyone begins to chat, scream and shout. You are immediately Red runs over, gives you a big hug. He's like, you did it, boy, you did. I knew you would do it. You got this. And as people begin to chant, Outlander, Outlander, as you sort of swarmed by the rest of the crowd. Can I have perception checks from everybody but Blue?
14.
11.
15.
Sorry, see?
13. Sorry.
13. Kaya, as this is all happening, you're getting swamped. You get you sort of step back to let people get to Blue, and you see this tall Goliath arm around Barg, and is sort of whispering in his ear and pulling him away from the crowd as they begin to leave away from this place.
Sorry.
Blue, you are lifted onto people's shoulders, and you are the crowd begins to walk, chanting Outlander back into town.
Can I try and follow them? Can I try and follow them?
Yeah. What's everyone else doing?
Yeah, no, I'll follow as well. I'll be cheering and giving a pat on the back and giving him all that sort of
Also,
stuff.
can I follow the sneaky people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, fine. Saber?
I think I've probably given up on feigning unconsciousness now. Is Z still holding on to my hair? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Depends what Z's doing.
So, Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'll see what Z's doing, and then I'll see where I'm at. I reckon that's probably best.
Well, are you still feigning unconsciousness?
No, I think I've given up on that. I think I'm just sort of like stood up now.
Well, then, as soon as Z feels the weight go off the hair, she would let go of the hair.
Okay, cool. Well then, yeah, I'm probably just gonna get involved with the cheering for Blue because I rolled crap perception. I'm just gonna be cheering and dancing, acting like I didn't know what happened, and feigning ignorance to the whole act, basically.
Cool. The drums begin to strike up again as you guys head back into town. The elder turns and walks into these walled-off tents with the two women in white robes, two female Goliaths in white robes. She walks in there. The gates shut. They're only like simple wooden gates, but they just shut behind her as you guys follow the crowd. Probably, say, 30 to 40 Goliaths in this crowd now, throng. Red at the center, holding you got one leg on Red's shoulder, Blue, and then there's Huck, the other guy on the other side. Huck is this very large gentleman in a white apron. Still, you can every now and again, because he's jumping you up and down. He there's a sick, a horrible sounding burp as he's sort of trying not to be sick as he's walking along. As you know that he was also out until the early hours yesterday or this morning drinking. As you guys walk through the town, people step out from their huts and tents and things and begin to clap and cheer and join the crowd again as you guys proceed to make your way back to the Teeny Giant. So that's where the crowd is going. Kaya.
Saber.
Yes.
Oh God, no, carry on.
Please don't drink anything today.
Okay. Okay.
There's going to be 40 distracted Goliaths. If anything comes at this place, we're going to need as many sober people as possible.
Right. Sure. I mean, yeah. Okay. What are the chances, though? I mean,
well, have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen an air elemental anywhere?
No. True. All right. Good point. Yeah, I'll stay sober. Yeah.
And so, in that case, if you're happy to, Saber, can I ask you to look after the south entrance to the Tiny Giant, please?
Absolutely. Yeah, no problem. I will head there, and I'm gonna find somewhere. Is there a place high that I could climb into that would not obscure my view out?
No, you could. There's the Teeny Giant is two tents with this frame structure. But the top, the middle of it is open to the elements. But there is a sturdy crossbeam that you could just sit on. You could misty step onto it and see it. Yeah, you could see straight. You could see most of the plateau from where you are.
Cool. Could I do that without misty stepping, or do I need to misty step up there? Could I climb?
You could try and climb it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's try and climb it.
Okay.
With your massive, great big plate mail on.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing. Yeah.
Yeah, let's try and do that.
Cool. I'm gonna need
really good success with climbing in the past.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check.
Okay.
When I see him going for this, can I give him the help action?
Yeah. So you get Saber on your shoulders and then lift him up by his hair, put him on your shoulders, and you try and shimmy up the one of the supporting beams to get onto the top of it. So yeah, give me athletics check with advantage.
Okay.
Calling this DC 14.
Oh, with advantage is going to be. Where's my athletics? That's a plus that, so that's going to be a 23.
Cool. Yeah, you managed to like shimmy up.
Thank you, Z.
Yeah, shimmy up. Sort of very gingerly get onto the beam, and then sort of stand on it. It takes your weight. It's about 2 foot across, like so you got like enough to stand on there.
Nice.
You can sit up there. It's cold, and sitting on the beam is cold, and the wind is like buffeting you every now and again. But sun shining, you can see you can see literally the drop off of the plateau.
Cool. I'm gonna just patrol up there then.
Yeah.
Can I see Kaya now from up there? And who she's following?
As this is all happening at the same time, I will come back to that.
Okay.
Kaya. These two slink off. So I'll draw some. I can draw some nice lines now.
Do it.
So the rest of the party sort of follow this direction, going down, following the main roads, and then back round and up to the teeny giant. That's where Blue is sent carrying on top of the shoulders, and the rest of the party go. These guys, so Barg and his father, go in this direction, across the grass rather than following the roads. How are you sort of wanting to follow these two?
Staying back quite a way. I want to try and avoid being seen, but if they do happen to see me, I'll just be acting very nonchalant, but I'm going to try and be sneaky.
Okay. So,
across the big open plain of grass.
okay. That's fine. You can sort of like hang back there. You see his father's got his arm round Barg, and is sort of like talking in his ear, almost like sort of like heads down. They're not really paying attention too much to where they are. So you can give me a stealth check with advantage.
Sneak. Oh, well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty great. It's a 17 plus my stealth, whatever my stealth is going to be, which is a 6.
Nice.
Which is
You can do it.
30, 20. No, 23.
Yes. Yeah. Amazing. You find the like rhythm in your feet to stay exactly sort of 15 feet behind them, and are stood in a space that you're stood like behind the taller one in that direction. So if he turned round, he probably overlooking the other guy's shoulder wouldn't see you at all, because he's not in your line of you're not in his line of sight. So you sort of like stay there and you're walking along. They're sort of talking in hushed tones as they continue to walk, and they take a long route around. Let me draw again. Yeah, there we go. Around, and eventually end up at this larger shack / tent. It's sort of like a tent at the back, and then it forms into like this wooden hut that's got like a wooden decking, and then like all open at the front with a roof. Which you guys would have seen as they went past was the stores. And they sort of enter, not seeing Kaya.
Okay. All the. Can I go in too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Sneakily?
Sneakily? Yeah. Give me another stealth check. This time just straight.
That's even better. What a natural 19. She's a 25.
There.
Yep, amazing. you watch as they step in. You wait like a couple of seconds to give them like a chance to go in. You hear as you step in, you hear Bard go. So it's agreed then. That's what to do. And you hear the father, who's not looking at him, just looking down at a what looks like a banking journal, like a big open book on a desk. Yes, I think that would be the correct thing to do. Looks up. Hello? Sort of Kaya backs up against the side of the entrance to the tent. You sort of like, as you stepped in, there's a horrible creaking noise as one of the floorboards gives. And hello, can I help? Who is there?
Oh, I will just step out and walk straight in and be like, oh, hello. I was just wondering if you had anything that I could perhaps barter with.
You have come to the stores. What do you need?
Well, just sort of any sort of herbal type supplies. A friend of mine can make potions and of healing, and she needs the various supplies.
He squints at you. Do you we have a herbalist in the village? You could just seek
but we might not be. Oh well, I don't want to take their supplies. They might need them.
Oh well, you can. I see. I don't carry many herbs and things. We leave that. We have stores of bags. We keep a small selection of ammunition, and he gestures at a barrel full of like arrows and bolts and things.
Ooh, arrows! What sort of arrows do you have? Anything interesting? Always a market for a good arrow.
Just standard arrows. You. Is there anything in particular you're looking for exactly, or just?
Well, hunting arrows are always useful, or anything sort of with a bit more of a kick to it. But I'm very sorry that you lost.
You mean my son?
Well, yes, but you also, I believe you.
There'll be other opportunities. It's not a. Blue deserved it.
Can I do an inside check?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, that's so not as good. That's not great. Oh no. Oh no. It's 11.
Yeah. Seems to be genuine.
So you're not going to go and celebrate with the others, though?
Oh, it's a full day of celebrations. I'm sure we'll be heading to the Teeny Giant for the evening celebration. So I have to remain open, you see, I can't just leave the stores unattended for such a long period of time.
But I thought everybody was there.
Yes, but you never know when people need certain things.
Arrows and ammunition?
Well, yes, bedrolls, clothing, sewing kits. We stock a bit of everything.
Okay.
Do it. Whatever you want to do it.
Wander over to. Is his son still stood next to him?
Yeah, his son's he's got a roll of leather, a large very thin leather, and he's got a pair of shears in his hands, and he's just running them up and cutting lengths off.
Oh, can I sort of walk over to him and be like, "Oh, so what are you doing with what are you making here?"
Oh, I'm just getting this together. I think we're going to make some more knapsacks and things.
Fantastic, and I would like to charm person.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Point. Okay. Yeah. Charm person.
I say, how do you really feel about losing?
He looks at you.
14. I don't know if a wisdom. 14.
Yeah, he failed.
All right.
He looks at you. He's like expression. How do you charm him? Do you like sort of just? Is there like a word you say, or do you like look at him in the eyes? Do you like tap him on the shoulder? What's your like? Do you like throw your hand in a certain way?
I imagine it's more of an eye contact thing, and there's sort of just a magical sort of aura that goes out and sort of almost like sparkles, like not that like visible sparkling to anybody other than him, but as it sort of goes, sort of like sparkling, and then when he looks at me, it's almost like I become not sparkly, but like that sort of glamour of like, ooh.
He looks up, like he's got the shears in his hand, like strikes through, looks at you. You see his eyes just go slacken, and his mouth like just goes into a smile. I thought I would be picked for my good deeds this year.
You did very well, and it sounds like if you keep working hard, you get another chance. You're not going to try and do anything to ruin Blue's day, though, are you?
No.
And you're not going to do anything to hurt his dad, because what you said about his dad wasn't very nice.
I didn't say anything about
what
his
your dad said about his dad. Well, doesn't your dad like his dad?
Kaya.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 16 hit you?
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, very nice.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you are punched in the mouth by the larger of the two Goliaths.
It's not very nice.
It's not, is it?
No. He, as you sort of like, this conversation is having, there's like a creak of a floorboard. You look and see this fist fly in, strike you on the chin. Get out of my stall.
Oh. That's not very nice. You shouldn't hit a lady.
You shouldn't come to where you're not welcome.
Why am I not welcome?
Your kind is never welcome here.
That's not very nice.
If you don't like it, you know where the door is. He points.
I think it's more of a flap than a door.
And whatever you've done to my son, I suggest you drop it immediately.
I haven't done anything. We've just been having a nice little chat.
He gestures at, like glances at his son, and throws an elbow.
And me?
No, it's his son.
Okay.
Oh, what's your nose?
You watch his son's nose just burst. Blood just drips down his face.
Is charm person concentration?
No.
But it breaks if you get.
No? Okay.
Only if
You just take damage.
only if you or your companions do anything harmful to it. So it's just his own son for no reason.
You watch his son, like, this just is he takes the blow, head jerks back, and he sort of like, his head rolls a bit. You watch him sway slightly, look at you, Kaya, slightly cross-eyed, but blood still dripping down his nose, and he just stays there.
Can I pull a thing out of like a handkerchief out of my pocket and just sort of hold it up to his nose and be like,
I'm sorry, that wasn't very kind, was it? Some people just can't hold their temper.
and then I will turn, like, give it to him and say, I'll turn back to the dad and just say,
that wasn't nice. If I find out you're going to do anything else that's not nice, But let's just say we'll be sticking around for a little while longer.
He just glares at you, his mouth shut. Yeah.
I guess I'll walk out.
We'll sort of exit.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Kaya's badass. Taking blows.
Kaya's a badass. Yeah.
Definitely not. She's way too awkward to be badass. So we'll go with it.
She took a fucking punch to the face and was like, and what? I'm gonna wipe the blood off your fucking son's face, bro.
Yeah, you can, as you sort of leave the tent, Kaya, you can just hear this, like, it's like ringing silence, and there's just little drips as blood hits the floor.
And I'll just
so you
call
sort of
back
leave.
to the son and be like, you don't have to put up with that, you know. You've always got friends. And I'll just walk away.
Cool. Where do you go from there?
Well, I imagine I'll listen for the crowd noises and head to where all the crowd is cheering.
Yeah. Saber, give me a perception check.
Oh, that's terrible. 10.
10. Kaya, you approach the teeny giant, look up, and see Saber is still on the beam above you, looking outwards. Hasn't
And
noticed you.
jump up.
Like a meerkat.
It's sort of like 15 foot the beam in the air. That's how. Like, then it's obviously Saber on top of that. But yeah, you can.
I try and
Like-
scramble up the beam also.
Yeah, give me an athletics check.
Could
wanna
I help by...
You don't know if she's there.
Oh, right. I missed that. Yeah. I'd rolled a 10.
Athletics. There's a 15.
15? Yeah, you climb up the beam. Like get onto the beam with Saber. Saber, you you see Kaya just appear out of nowhere.
Where did you come from? Whoa.
Well, I imagine the same way you did. What are you doing?
Z, I didn't see Z help you up.
Oh. She may have done.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to make him feel bad.
All right.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
Well, the guy who lost was being a bit shifty with his dad, so I sort of followed them, and I went back to the big store place.
Yeah.
And I sort of overheard them saying something, and it could have been really, like, sort of ominous, or it could have just been about them talking about leather. I don't know, but it didn't sound that nice, so I'm going to lean with it was probably not nice, and I think they might try and, well, not so much the son seems okay, but the dad just seems kind of a dick, so...
Right.
Yeah, and I'll just
Okay.
sort of, like, rub where my jaw is a bit, sort of.
You got a big red like mark on your just on your jaw.
So I think we probably need to just like be on the lookout to make sure they don't ruin anything. Although he does now know I'm onto him, so if we ever need to like follow them again, it should probably maybe not you in your big armor, but maybe.
Well, I can keep an eye on the shop from here and see if they start doing anything obviously suspect.
Oh, that'd be great if you could.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But
They also
I think-
seem kind of racist, which I didn't think anybody else here was really that racist, but so far, I guess sheltered communities.
Yeah, small villages.
Yeah. Xenophobia probably more than actual racism.
Yeah. Well, they just don't know enough of us. We're really lovely people.
I think so.
I definitely suggest if I stay up here and keep an eye on the shop, and then you can let
I'll let the others know.
Darian and Z know. We'll leave Blue because he's in party mode and
Yeah, and he deserves it.
he's got a big game ahead of him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you know where the others are?
Do you know I've not seen anything since I got up here?
I thought you were on lookout.
Yeah, just been a bit of a day. Yeah, I'm just practicing. I was doing some dry runs and hopefully I'll get a little bit better. By
Did you have any sort of elven training before you went and joined Tyr? Sorry, that's not a question.
No, not really.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe I could teach you a bit. It's been quite a while since I've trained myself, but maybe we could do some lessons sometime.
That would be really helpful.
It could be really helpful for me to like refresh my skills. So maybe we could practice. Okay.
All right.
Can I try and swing down quite gracefully? And if it goes horribly wrong, I'm going to misty step. But I'm going to try and do it gracefully.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Oh, it's a 12.
Okay. You go to like just like step back off the beam, and then with the whole intent of like putting your hands up, grabbing the ledge, and then just like dropping. But you step off, miss the grab, and then just hit the ground, like hit the deck. You don't take any damage, but you sort of like land like that whole like when you land on your feet and your feet like throb. It's just sort of like pins and needles in your feet.
And
you're sort of like,
I'll call up and be like, see, that's why we need to practice.
Oh yeah, that didn't look very, very comfortable.
No, it's fine.
How am I going to get down?
Practice? I don't know. Basic elven
Just
perception.
Because I'm just trying to think, what would I practice to be like a Goliath or a human?
And like being observant and like go stand somewhere and be like, what do your elf eyes see? And then you like look and you like go and work things out, and then like someone else goes and hides somewhere. You're trying to find them, you know?
You're gonna sharpen your ears and all that.
We're gonna next time we're in a town, we're gonna cover one eye and read the number plates on punch buggies as they go past.
That's what elves do. Well, elves known for that.
yeah.
We had very different upbringings.
Amazing. Yeah, you land in the middle of the party. Crowd sort of clapping, blue on the back, sort of celebrating. Red's got a big smile on his face. Drinks are being poured and passed around. There's quite a few people who are like taking a cup and just taking and holding it, not really drinking it, as it is still sort of mid-morning.
After a night of heavy drinking.
As these drinks are going. You see some of the like older Goliaths and the like people are like, way, just chugging them back, and some of the younger ones are like sort of already drunk at this point. As people are celebrating, music striked up. Bard is in here. This time not with a drum, but with a lute, and is like playing sort of
Mr.
just.
Blue
Sure, why not, Mr. Blue Sky? In the corner. Z, Darian, what are you two up to?
You go first, Steve. You want?
Go on, Darren. Go for it.
Darian will be in full party mode as usual. He'll probably have his newly crafted flute out and trying to keep up with the bard. Not quite, probably not as obviously as well, but yeah, he'll be just trying to add to the party atmosphere as usual and trying to get some sort of beer or some sort of alcoholic beverage along the way. But yeah, just in amongst it, trying to be centre of attention as usual.
Cool. Give me a performance check.
Ooh, let's have a look at that then. That is a 12.
12. You begin to play along. Bard, her eyes go like wide as she's like, yeah. She gets you to come over, and then she starts like playing slower and like sort of allowing you to sort of.
It's like a jamming sesh.
Yeah, so she's like playing along, and then like allowing you to have your own like spot in the limelight. And if you mess it up, she immediately cuts in with her like loot again to make it look like it's just all part of the act. She's very accommodating and she's loving it as you guys play on. You'll pass drinks around. It's more of this this mead, and also bottles or like like glass jugs of water are being passed around as well. As they come, like
I'd probably be going up to Blue as well and be like, yeah, I actually know this guy, and like really trying to sort of be like, like just what Darren always does, always just being a bit of a knob really, but yeah, he's just flying about doing his thing.
Yeah, I met this guy like 3 days ago. Yeah, he's really cool.
Yeah. We're like this.
We did that. Yeah, we've had times.
That's probably the extent of it really. I wouldn't be that's probably about it.
You get questioned at one point. You say, so what's Papaya like then?
Well, it's actually not as interesting as I thought it would be. Actually, I always got told as a child that it was the land of mystery and riches, but it's actually quite disappointing. It didn't live up to the expectations, but hey, that's just the spice of life, I guess. We get disappointed, but also we have pleasant surprises, just like this place, I guess.
The guy looks at you. I thought there was going to be like big monsters or something, but if it's just the same as the places, then I guess it's okay. And just sort of quickly moves away from you. Z.
So Z would have taken up a position that is beneficial to cover the entrance that Saber isn't, and would have just been looking out for any trouble. And I didn't know what she was doing, but I'm guessing I saw Kaya walk off.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see Kaya again, I would I'd go over and speak to her. So, do I see Kaya?
Oh yeah, sorry, Kaya sort of appears as you sort of standing around. She just appears from the rafters. Yeah, you watch her like bounce off both her. Yeah, she's like clutching her feet, shout back up at Saber. Yeah.
Then Z will just walk over to Kaya. Nice stroll.
Well, possibly enlightening.
Do I notice the big red mark on her chin?
Yeah, I'd say even like passive. You can see this there's a bruise forming.
How did that happen?
Well, I might have been digging my nose into somewhere that it perhaps wasn't wanted.
Did it?
The losers don't seem particularly impressed. And I guess I followed them just in case. I don't know, I had a feeling. But I think from what I overheard, I mean, it might be nothing, and they might just not like me. But it could be that they're going to try and make a move to either upset Blue's day or do something to his dad. I don't know. I was thinking maybe we could go and have a chat with Red and just see if there's any bad blood there, or if they're just being a bit bitter and actually nothing will come of it. But I just think we should probably be on the lookout.
Who did it, the father or the son?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It does, because we need to know which one's the one that's willing to hit a lady.
Well, it was the older one, but honestly, I'm fine. No, Z, I'm
sure you are.
Yeah, and I could have hit back, but sometimes you got to rise above these things and just put it into the back of your mind and save it for later.
Absolutely, save it for later.
Okay. How's things been going here?
Should we? Yeah, it's all getting a bit fruity. But
Do we think we need to rein Darian in a little? Or?
Worst comes, I think, if I'm honest, I'd rather him having some fun, because then he's quite obvious when he's having fun, so we know where he is. If the worst comes to worst, I'll jam a potion down his throat.
Okay. But I think we should try and keep it from Blue for now if we can. I feel bad enough having to go and possibly ruin Red's day, but I do think it's important.
Can I see Red?
Yeah, he's where would he be? He would probably be chatting Ranger's ear off. Big smile on his face. Dancing away as like Darian passes him with the flute. Nods his head, sort of little jig, and then carries on talking to Ranger.
Is Blue anywhere near him?
Yeah, I think Blue's doing his own thing. I think Blue's probably got about 3 or 4 people gathered round him, just like giving you different pieces of advice, Blue.
Any examples?
Not that I'm willing to share.
Okay, good enough. I'll picture them all in my mind.
Yep.
Probably.
Okay, I suppose no time like the present.
Yeah, I mean, Liam, I can't see much really. I just sort of see sort of backs and shoulders.
Okay, can I lead her to Red, please?
Yeah. Red turns around. See, yeah, it's great, isn't it? Me boy, yeah, he's been picked. What an honour. I remember, like, when I was picked, it was many moons ago now, but what an honour. What's up?
Kaya needs to just have a quick chat with you about something. I'll go and keep Blue amused.
Thanks, Z.
What's up?
So it's just a little thing. The other guy, Bog.
Oh, Bog.
Bog.
Yeah.
His dad.
Oh, Ruckus.
Yeah. Is there much going on there? He didn't seem like the friendliest, and there were a couple of things they said about you, and I was just wondering, are you friends?
No. No. There's well, before you guys got here, and it was a little while ago, couple of weeks before you got here, we had a bit of a dust up, me and him. Yeah, he was rubbing people up the wrong way, and I got involved. So we had a bit of a scuffle, and I've now got his sheep.
Oh.
Well, most of them. Yeah.
You think he might be holding a grudge against that?
Probably. He's a bitter, twisted Goliath, I have to say.
Do you think he might do anything to try and disrupt Blue's happy day?
Nah, he ain't got the balls. Oh. Why, has he said something to you?
Oh, not to me exactly, but he and Borg just seemed to be they seemed a bit shifty when they were leaving, you know, the choosing ceremony, and I might have overheard something, but it might have been nothing, but they just seemed to be discussing possibly taking some sort of action, but I don't know of necessarily of what, but I just want to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. They're just well, you see, Bog's all right. He's a bit scared of his dad, I think, really, but
he did seem like a good boy, really.
Yeah, he's all right. He's just his dad's just like I said, twisted, bitter. He thinks that Goliath should stay away from other people and we should just live by ourselves, but he doesn't like the other tribes either. He thinks they're a bunch of nobodies. But look, we can't survive without the other tribes, and it doesn't work. We've got this. We've been given this opportunity to live up here and be Goliaths. We have to touch base with the outside world every once in a while. There's things that we just can't make up here and can't get naturally. So we have to trade, and that's his job. And he was given it, and he hates it. So.
What do you think we could make him happier by giving him a different job?
Can't.
Why?
Well, his dad before him was the quartermaster, and he's the quartermaster now. And when Bark's good and ready, he will take over as quartermaster, just like Blue will be the shepherd.
And
one
so
day.
You always follow in your family footsteps? What if you have multiple children?
Oh, we get an extra shepherd then.
Oh.
There's some, sometimes you can sort of branch away, but it's sort of a.
But if you had multiple
birthright.
children and then they had multiple children, then you'd end up with many shepherds.
But then we need more sheep to feed the extra people.
That's very true. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Trying to undermine their system.
I'm going to give myself inspiration for that quick thinking.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, what have you done to your face?
Oh, I just had a little bit of a disagreement.
What, with a shovel? And he takes your chin in his hand, and you feel your chin get very warm as you are healed 4.
I should have done that when you came onto the beam.
Well, no, we wanted someone that can actually heal to do it properly.
6 hit points.
Oh, thank you. I think that's more than I lost.
It's more than you got from Saber.
He sort of rubs his thumb across the point where the red mark was, and it just disappears. You feel your teeth sort of straighten slightly.
Oh, well, thank you.
Extra work too.
Thank you, Red. That was very kind.
No problem. Oh, and don't worry. You can sleep in my bed tonight as well. I'm quite happy on the floor still.
Oh, no, that's okay. You can have your bed tonight. I'm going to share with Z.
No, it's fine.
No, I'm quite happy to share with Z. We'll have a cuddle.
He looks at you. I thought you and Cherry were getting on quite nicely. She hasn't shut up about you, to be honest.
Oh, well, that's very sweet. I don't really know Cherry, though. So we might not be here very long. It might not be the best thing.
Yeah, right. I won't say anything.
Well, I think you can love anybody, It's not necessarily about gender,
Size.
but or size, but some things can be easier than others.
He blushes. He goes, "Say no more. Say no more." Right, let's get you a drink. Hands you a cup of mead. Does anyone else want to do anything, or am I happy to narrate until someone says stop?
Z will just simply take up a post again, keep an eye out for anything not normal, and especially keep an eye out for Ruckus.
Cool.
Yeah, I will not do much the same and just not drink the mead that she's given. She'll just put it down, and also go up and take a sort of perimeter position somewhere.
Cool.
Probably near Darian, just to keep an eye on him.
Oh, I'm still going. Yeah, Darian's going for it still. If anything, harder.
I'm just loving everyone, saying hi, being very nervous. I'm just, ready for it, I guess.
Cool. Saber, you're up taking watch.
Cool.
Yeah. First of all, Darian.
Hello.
Con save, please.
I'd like to drink with Darian.
What we got going on here? That is a 17.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, amazing. It dawns on you quite quickly that this is going to be an all-day event, and therefore you sort of do like drink quickly the mead, like you're like, hey, join in, and then you're partaking in a lot of water.
Oh, I made sure I lined my stomach before this as well.
Yeah.
I knew that this is going to be a bit of a shindig, so I thought, right, I prepared, ready for this.
Yeah, pace yourself. You see like multiple people pass you that you met in the previous nights. So you see Ranger. Oh, excuse me. You see Baker, Huck, and you see Trog comes in, like, but doesn't drink at all. Like, that's the one thing you notice about him. He is completely staying sober with this and refusing drinks every which way they pass to him.
Oh, can I... Wait, so did you say I've noticed him do that, did I? Or is that just everyone? I'll kind of... Seeing that he's kind of being a little bit boring, I'll try and, like, come over and give him, like, the little, like smooch over to him and, like, try and entice him into the crowd. Maybe even chuck him a little one of the fishing rod and trying to reel him in, just trying to giving him all the full shebang of just trying to get him involved in the party atmosphere.
Yeah, you see he comes in, he's like, someone tries to give him a drink and he sort of like holds his hand up, no thanks. And then he watches you. He sort of looks at giving Darian the side eye, and then as soon as he gets the fishing rod out, he's over dancing with you. He's just not drinking, but he's still being, Darian, give me a perception check.
Oh, goodness. Ooh, hang on. One sec. Perception, that was 22.
22. Cool. Blue.
Yo.
What's your passive perception?
16.
You feel something slide into the like the what's it called?
Small of your back.
Oh, I've forgotten the word. Your waistband. Okay. You feel something slide into like where your back pocket would be on like your ass cheek. Something slides into your waistband. Something cold, very solid. As Darian, you watch Trog hide a stone about the size of your thumb and tucks it in the waistband of Blue's trousers.
Oh yeah, I'll go over and I actually confront him and be like, what's going on here then?
He immediately, wide-eyed, grabs you, puts his arm around you, and walks away from Blue. He's like, it's a game we play.
Okay, and I'll very much be. I'm all up for that, and I'll go with it, I guess. Yeah. I'm all for a bit of games.
I pretend not to notice him sliding the rock in, but for anyone looking apart from him, I feel like very much see like a
Yeah. This is all happening. Saber, give me a perception check.
Oh yeah.
What do you see?
What do my alpha eyes see?
Gonna practice that first.
Wow, that's a 10.
He's out of practice.
Cool.
Amount of practice. Yeah. I just like I gotta have a +5 to perception. That's how badly I roll.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Cool. They'll only just hit double figures then.
You're trying, buddy.
Oh god.
The crowd gets bigger and bigger as the day progresses. More and more people come in to congratulate Blue. You pass drinks and things. It's just big party atmosphere, and you get that, like, you can feel it. Everyone can feel this. Even Saber up on the roof. That the excitement's building. Every hour goes past a level of excitement. There's like
he's coming.
You get
very top of the
you get not have any
on YouTube. It will not be. And it won't have come home for the 5th time.
Not now.
The noise builds and builds and builds as, or the excitement builds and builds. People are getting noisy. People are getting rowdy.
I make a quick joke between Kaya. If Kaya ever gets a drink from Cherry, I'll be like, "Oh, speaking to pop your cherry again."
Lou, I'm over 150 years old. I think I've popped my cherry a couple of times.
Oh my god.
Does Cherry hear you say that?
I don't know.
No.
No.
Oh, God.
Well, maybe there's something you could show her. I'm just
Moving
saying,
on.
Okay, sorry.
We
How old is Randy as you?
It's on my mind at the moment. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm excited. I'll try and calm down.
When did this turn into a carry-on film?
Really? No.
I thought of the joke half an hour ago, and I've been trying to find a way to slip it in.
Excuse the pun.
Yeah. You yeah, you keep prying. As the light begins to dim, you, Saber, hear it first before everyone else. You begin to hear drums. Drums get steadily closer, and as you turn, you can see a procession of what looks like 8 torches in twos, back 4, and you can hear the drums, and they're walking from
Far north.
yeah, from the north. You watch this procession go down the streets. As the drum noise begins to be heard inside the teeny giant, you hear everyone just stop what they're doing. You see Red turns to you, Blue. As it begins to go silent. Where we go, son? Gives you a big hug.
Alright.
You got this. Don't be scared. You'll be fine.
I'll do you proud, then.
Can I cast Aid on Blue so he's got an extra 5 hit points for the rest of the evening? Just in case he needs it.
Yeah. Is it do you have to be in touch distance?
30 feet.
30 feet, cool. Yeah, you can cast Aid on Blue. Yeah. People begin to walk out ahead, just start leaving the teeny giant. So it's literally just Red, Blue, and you guys left. As people walk out, they begin to line the street. Sort of stand to the edges, leaving the street clear, and just stand shoulder to shoulder. As people leave. Look, you know what to do. You don't need instructions from your dad, but look, just don't be scared. She is a bit bigger than you, but you'll be fine. Just drink up and you'll be okay.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Claps you on the back. And he sort of pushes you to the entrance of the teeny giant. As everyone sort of line the streets, is sort of just going Outlander, Outlander. Just a soft chant in line with the drums. As Blue, you walk down the street.
With confidence and guidance. Yes.
Yeah. As Blue steps out the teeny giant, Red turns to you guys that are still in here. Obviously, he doesn't say, but you're up on the roof. He's not addressing you two, but he turns to the 3 in here. He's like, look, just don't follow Blue. Just keep to the outside of the street. You'll be fine. We're gonna walk him down. He'll meet up with the ovums, and then they'll take him to the cave. After that, we'll have to wait outside. All right. So we'll just have to hang around until he's done, and then we'll back in here for a few drinks. So you can stay here if you want. You don't have to come with us. It's up to you. Just don't walk in the street. It's just out of our tradition and respect.
I'll come along. I'm up for it.
Did I hear that? I didn't, did I?
Yeah, you probably heard it from
good.
up there.
Because Saber's an idiot. And if you didn't hear it, he would be right behind Blue.
Where we going, buddy? What's this cave? Why does it smell weird?
Z would like to follow Blue step for step, but on the other side of the lined street, please. Watching for any movement going towards Blue.
Kaya will do the other side and mirror.
I'll just be in the crowd and I'll just shout, "Go on, Blue, give her one for me!" Just probably completely out of sync with everything else that's going on, but I just get a bit carried away with what's happening, and I just blurt it out.
I think I've only got one in me.
So it's not really a crowd. It's sort of like everyone's lining the streets shoulder to shoulder, just stood next to each other.
Yeah. No, I'm I'll be I won't be following what Z and Kaya are doing, but I'll just be kind of just in amongst the people on the side.
Okay, you just sort of because what happens is as Blue begins to walk, the people as he passes people, they move to the front. So it's sort of like a continuous barrier that walks next to Blue.
Yeah.
So people but you can go and take a position next to it. Nobody stops you.
I won't be. I'll be completely out of sync with everything. But I'll just not get in the way, but shout.
You shout. You get a couple of people glare at you as you shout, but no one says anything. They just sort of give you a strange look as proceed down. As you get to the crossroads, you see.
Could I
the
ask
elder.
where Red is, please?
Red is following down. He's sort of joining in with the swapping over.
Right, okay.
You walk down. You see these 8 women, or female Goliaths, in these white robes, all holding these torches. The elder in the middle of them. She is dressed in lovely brown robes with gold lining, with for what everyone else can read is just runes. Blue they symbolize sort of a mixture of positive words and almost beautiful creatures, adorned the runes. So it will say the words peace, unity, hope, and then there's sort of all the manner of peacock is written on one of these bands, and unicorn is another one that's written on here. But they're sort of very small, and they cover the whole of the trim of the robes. She holds her hand out towards where you're coming, not necessarily in your general direction, but she's holding her hand out. You take hers, and they proceed to walk you. Just get rid of everything.
No, just at this point is probably when Saber's finally managing just to get off that beam and hit the floor. I've been trying to
hear a thump in the background.
Yes, trying to shimmy down the beam and get to the floor. Everyone's miles away, and I'm already a lot slower than everybody else, so missed everything.
So many things you can do to help yourself.
I'm the worst cleric elf ever.
Hey, come on.
No.
Sarcastic responses don't help. But thanks.
I didn't even mean it sarcastic.
I did.
No, I know you did.
Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, give me one last perception check, Saber, before you get down.
Okay. Oh, that's a bit better. That's a 14.
14. Cool. Yeah.
Good.
You jump down. So as soon as you see these torches come up and meet Blue, and then you're like, oh shit, I should probably get going, and jump down, following, like sort of rushing up towards these guys, and with the hand in hand with the elder Blue, you are walked down this path. Everyone continues to follow until you pass the last sort of hut and the last tent, when everyone sort of just stops. The elder turns to you, Blue. She bows her head, lets go of your hand, and then gestures towards the mountains and the rest of the track.
Okay, well, here we go.
Yeah. You continue up the path. As you
Get a potion.
Is
keep going, you get up to the mountains, and there is a large crack in the rock, big enough for a Goliath to enter.
Still a little trepidatious, but I'll go in. Just looks right, I guess.
Cool. Kaya, you wanted to say something?
I was just wondering how was it quite a way up the path? Could we once he gets there, can we not see him continue up, or?
No, you can see him. You can see him. It's not that far.
No,
it's not that far.
That's alright.
Yeah.
I just didn't want him to go out of sight yet.
Yeah. He will disappear as he enters the
That's cool.
go through. But this cave entrance, you can see Blue entering it.
In which case, then can we take a look around and make sure there's no ruckus or bug?
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
Just gotta protect our boy. 15.
No bug, no ruckus.
Don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah.
Blue, you enter this cave, which you can now all see, because I forgot to put you guys on there at the same time. You see this large cave. It's lit by torches hanging from the ceiling, so like torch brackets hanging from the ceiling, sort of just like holded and suspended up by chains to the ceiling. The ceiling is 30-40 foot high, and every step echoes as you walk in here. On the floor are a number of strange runes which are like slightly glowing, and there is at the other end this still pool of water, sort of greenish blue, which darkens as you get further in towards the cave. Where this large rune is, there is a cauldron in the center of it, and there is a sort of white tinged gold sort of like mist coming up from the cauldron.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely walk towards it. I'm pretty sure I know what this is. Look around for any signs of life, or also a bed. Very large.
There's nothing
bed.
here.
Okay.
Right. I think they just said go into the cave, so I guess I can. Alright. I'm gonna do one thing first, which is
Go to the area that looks the flattest, I guess, on the ground. And I want to use plant growth to make a very big 200-foot diameter bed of moss and flowers and petals and
Romantic.
something very
200
very
foot.
cozy.
That probably will cover.
That's the whole cave, right?
Let me just double check it. That would be
200 foot.
Sorry, 150 feet area. So would
That's
that be...
still massive.
Oh, sorry, yeah, 100 foot radius. So yeah, diameter 200 feet.
You know.
But I'm just covering like a bit of the area. I'm trying to make sure the runes, I guess, are still a little exposed because I don't want to ruin their motif.
That's 200. Yeah, you basically cover the entire floor.
Yowza.
Well, yeah.
He's an excited boy. Maybe it's not the full.
You can make a small
bring it
portion.
come up a bit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. We'll compress it and add upwards for a bit of a thicker mattress. Memory foam, memory mods.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Sweet, yeah. Yeah, so I'll just pop that there and then go to the cauldron and... Right. How much is in this cauldron? Is it enough that I could, like, neck, or is it too much to down in one?
It's... Taking a look at it, it's probably about the size of your head as a size cauldron. It's not massive, but it's too much that you would be able to drink in one go. But next to the cauldron, hanging off the frame that's supporting it upright, surround, is a iron tankard. Just the one.
Oh, they're gonna hate this. But yeah, sweet. I take the tankard and look at it first of all. Anything weird about this tankard or anything?
No, it's very shiny, very clean.
That's the opposite of what I wanted. I wanted everyone to have used this. But either way, we're making it our own. If it's super clean, then I'll do it on the side. Put in a little bee in there with the burn from the produce flame.
Yeah, cool. You burn. Yeah. It's a sort of mixture between burn and smudge of black, but there is a bee now carved into the side of it.
Awesome. Yes, that's that. I'll blow it and try and get all that off and not use that side when I dunk it in the cauldron. And, and down as much as I can in this one big mighty swoop, I guess.
Cool. Can I have a con save from Blue, please?
Oh shit, can I have guidance myself?
Yeah, suppose you can add guidance to yourself.
Much love. Oh, it's pretty good, guys. That's my con. It's very good. 23.
Cool. You drink this. It's sort of got toffee popcorn taste to it. It's a very strange texture in your mouth, though. It feels like what can only describe as oily. It's very oily liquid, as in if you were to pour it on something else, you would know that this one would float above water. As you drink this down, you feel tingling sensation in your feet as they begin to swell.
Oh, maybe I should have taken my clothes off. Oh well.
Yeah. You quickly, hurriedly take your clothes off as Blue grows and swells until he is 15 foot tall.
Whoa.
Doubles in size.
Or big Blue now.
Yeah. You feel everything enlarges. Your hands, legs, knees, everything gets bigger. It's a strange sensation. You feel like it stretches first, and you feel your joints pop as before the other section of your joints as well grow. So there's a horrible sort of every limb as your shoulder pops out of joint, and then it's reattached. It's not quite a smooth process, but it's not entirely painful as you grow. As you begin to hear whispers, you don't hear them in common, but in giant, as it's whispered long syllables of just swim.
Okay, so I'll do that. It would be easier as a snake, I guess, but alright.
We'll dive in.
Cool. So you dive in, you see under the water, if you open your eyes, you see there is a tunnel under the water that is brightly lit by pulsing rocks. and it seems to the tunnel goes down and then levels and then goes, and you can see it just lipping as it rises on the other side.
Swim for the top. I'll just breathe again.
If your head resurfaces and you take a big intake of breath, you feel a very warm room envelop you as you see a giant. He is orange skinned. She is.
Okay.
She is orange skinned. Standing next to a large so like the wall of this cave where there's this large shelf and a large for you now normal sized decanter of wine is being poured out by her. She is also completely naked. She turns, smiles, and we cut to black.
Wait, okay,
and that's.
Can I do my spells now, or do you want them later?
You can do your spells now if you were, because this is as far as I'm going to describe the situation. But yeah,
Okay.
you can do your.
Sweet. First of all, is there a bed or anything here? Because I know I've just left my last one back in the other fucking cave.
Yeah, there is a large slab of stone with like what looks like some sort of just pile of blankets and things and cushions.
Okay, that's getting adorned with flowers instead of moss then. If there's already some comfort stuff, then I'm going to do just like druidy things to pretty the place up and, you know, add a bit of romance. And then also, I'm going to use, for the first time ever, I think, a feature of my spirit totem to just impress this giant by summoning a unicorn totem to just, you know, prance around. Gives advantage on detecting creatures, and if I cast a healing spell in the aura, then everyone else gets healed by it. Okay, then fade to black, and then you see the use of spells that come up from blue are locate object, enhance ability, earth tremor, enlarge / reduce, earth tremor again, and then unfade to black, and then we're just munching away on some good berries, feeding each other hedonism style.
Cool. And on that image, that's where I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Beautiful.
Cool. Yeah. Cool. We are back. It's that grin from Alex. Anyway, we're back. Yeah. Blue is off inside the cave. And outside. Outside the cave, everyone watches as Blue enters the cave, and they sort of stand there, sort of awkward silence, for like a couple of seconds, and then people begin to sort of drift away, dribs and drabs as conversations pick up, and people begin to walk back towards the teeny giant, sort of talking, laughing, joking around, yeah, that sort of thing. What are you guys up to?
I'll probably find Red and just be like, Red, how long does this part take normally? Is there a normal designated time slot, or is it just sort of individual sort of experience?
It's by person, you know. But yeah, we just go back to the teeny giant now. We'll have a few drinks, and Blue will turn up when he's ready.
No, that sounds good to me. And I'll just directly just walk straight back to the teeny giant.
Z, you would also know at this point that your believe your potion of strength is near completion. just to let you know. Yeah, so Red sort of turns to the rest of you. Well, we're gonna. I got some nice stuff back at the tent. You want a little tipple? Tipple, sorry, tipple.
Tipple. I'm not drinking tonight. Best behaviour, but I will. Yes, I will join in the merriment, but just soft drinks. Just like not alcohol.
What?
Me.
Milk? You want? I can get you some milk, sheep milk.
Yes, warm sheep milk. Yeah.
Well,
In a dirty glass.
yeah. If that's what you want, we can do that. I got this dwarven whiskey back at my place.
I was starting to walk away, but then my ears pricked up from dwarven whiskey, and I thought, I definitely like the sound of that. And I'll then kind of almost rewind my steps and go back in line with Red and go, you said dwarven whiskey?
Yeah, you want some?
Oh, 100%. I haven't tasted dwarven whiskey for too long, at least 6 or 7 days. So I'll definitely partake in that. Thank you very much. It'll remind me of home. Let's just put it that way.
That's good. Guys, are you joining us?
I actually don't think I will. If that's okay, Red. I think I'll probably just stay here and I guess meditate. But just to keep one eye on, sort of, just to make sure nothing does happen if when Blue, comes back. It's just so he's got someone to walk home with.
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
I'll kind of try and peer pressure people. Come on, guys. We need to have a little bit of fun here. Look, it's Blue's big night, and I don't want to let him down by us being boring. Let's go and have a good time. If anything bad happens, we'll think of something on the fly. That's what makes it more fun. Come on, let's go.
I'll follow you guys back to the yacht, but I won't be joining in. I've got stuff boiling away at the moment. I don't want to destroy Red's home.
I'll let out a big, massive sigh.
It's fun. Look, come on, Darian. We'll get a glass out, and if Z wants to drink it, she can drink it. If not, it's mine. All right.
All right. Or mine.
No, mine.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and you guys head back. Kaya, where are you posting yourself?
So just out. So the old lady and the other 8 ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Have they now gone into the 40 thingy type thingy?
They're making their way that way.
In which case I will sort of follow at a respectful distance, and then when they have... Oh no, because they're going back to their tenny thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a place that's not like disrespecting their traditions by like walking up? I want to be outside the mountain. I don't want to be near that. But like in a place that I can like be sort of keeping it. Because I sort of want to be looking not at that, but like looking back towards the village, but in a way that doesn't leave me completely exposed to everything, but doesn't allow someone to sneak behind me.
Yeah, so nobody passed the point of the huts. Nobody passed this like. I'll draw it on the map for you. So
but equally, I know that Ruckus and his mate, or Ruckus and his son, like snuck round the back last time. So maybe I could be on that side of the, like where they snuck round the back. Maybe I'll be there because I know that's where they.
Oh, so up here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh no. How do I do it? the triangular place.
Excuse me.
There.
Oh, here. Okay. Yeah. You can post up outside the. Yeah, you can definitely post up out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine. You sort of follow them up to the top. They walking sort of 30, 40 feet in front of you. Not a fast pace, but gentle walk. They go up there. The elder goes inside along with the other ovums, and they shut the doors. But you can sit outside. It's chilly, but you sort of like wrap your cloak made of a bedroll closer to yourself and sort of sit there. Did you want to? You say you wanted to meditate.
Yeah, I've got my bow out, and I'll just bow and one arrow, and I'll sit cross-legged with them sort of resting on my knees, and sort of trancey, but hoping that it's a light enough trance that if I hear anything happening, I can snap out of it.
Cool. Fine. The rest of you head back to Red and Blue's tent. He opens the tent flap. You all come inside. He sort of gets some cushions out, puts them on the floor, goes over to a trunk, pulls out a bottle of amber liquid, takes some glasses out, and some like cups. They're all mismatched cups. He pours 3 glasses, then goes, "Oh, Saber, milk, yes." Goes outside the tent, whistles, and you hear bleating, and then a bucket, and then like the splattering into a bucket. Comes back in, pours the bucket into a glass, and hands you a warm glass of milk.
Yum. Thanks.
Yeah.
Fred, could I just ask you a quick question, please?
Yeah. What's up?
Where did you get the whiskey from?
Whiskey?
Yeah. Where did you get it from?
Oh, it was I think a couple of years ago. I was down in Shade Wallow. Just went on a bit of a mooch with the sheep. Ended up there, and won it.
Could I just have a quick look, please?
Yeah, he hands you. He said, "Careful though, it's quite pricey." The bottle's sort of say 2/3 of the way full. Before he poured glasses out. So,
did it look like it had been opened before?
yeah, it's already been opened. It's not. Yeah, it's
okay.
yeah.
I'll just hand it back to him.
Yeah, fine. Takes it off you. Sure, I can't tempt you in some.
No, thank you.
Cool. But he puts a glass near you, sort of like nearby. He doesn't put it like hand it to you, but he puts a glass nearby. Pours like a small amount, and he goes, "Look, I'll try and pressure you, but it's really nice. If you want to try some, it's yours. If not, I'll drink it later." And he pours himself like a large glass, and then Darian one as well. To Blue.
Cheers! Cheers to Blue. I'll swing it back. I'll do like a little bit of like a bit like what a wine sommelier would do, and like sort of
smell it,
swig it around. Yeah, well, I wouldn't really smell it. I'll be too eager just to drink it. But I would like swill it around my mouth a bit and try and get the full flavour, and then I'll gulp it back and go. Oh, that reminds me. That really reminds me of my dad. Actually, he shared one with me like this with me before. He's got a wide collection of dwarven whiskies, and yeah, this has really brought me back. And he kind of like slumps back in his little like. I guess it'll be what is it like a big sort of cushion, I guess, and just sort of
big cushion against like you could prop like a couple of cushions against the edge of the bed or something, and just sort of like sit on the floor. Red's sort of lit a fire at this point. It tastes of oak and smoke. You get that oakiness of a barrel, and then just hints of like just sort of wood smoked. That's the sort of aftertaste you get. Very subtle, not overpowering, and it's just a lovely drop of whiskey. Red takes a big gulp. Your dad's got a fine collection of this, is he?
Oh yeah. I mean, well, with him being a dwarf himself, he loves a good whiskey, and he's a bit biased with the dwarven whiskies, I must say. He'll say all the other whiskies are just not, a bit too posh or a bit too just never same, but the good old hard stuff from the dwarven sort of brewers can't go wrong.
Wait, did we just? I didn't know you're. Sorry, I knew you were half elf. Just always assumed it was half elf with human.
Oh yeah, no, I am. Oh, he's not my real dad. He's just
Right.
the only father figure I know. But yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, he used to show me probably a bit too much of a younger age. He was giving it to me, but hey, I was still there to appreciate it. Probably it actually kind of maybe says a lot for the problems I have now, actually. But we won't go into that. And I nervously laugh and then keep swigging my whiskey.
Awkward laugh.
Red stood there just. Right. He's like, no. Right, okay. Right. Yeah.
TMI for what he asked.
Yeah, I feel the same, Red. I was so confused by that story.
And I've got a bit of verbal diarrhea when it comes to this sort of subject, so just tell me to shut up when you're ready.
No. Please don't shut up. I didn't know your dad was a dwarf. I got nothing against him. Like, they're lovely folk. Well, they make this stuff and it's lovely. So I just don't quite understand. I guess you said you're adopted, or?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a touchy subject, really. I mean, I've never actually met my real dad, but
okay.
But yeah, it's just one of them. Really, I always have an affinity towards dwarves, and they've looked after me. Quite a bit. So I'm always a little bit biased.
It doesn't matter where you come from. It just matters who's around when it needs to be. See, like for us here, if Blue's successful tonight, he'll have a child, and his child he won't meet until he's 10, or she. 10 years old. It's when they come and we'll actually meet him. Yeah, and it's different. That's all. I know it's humans. It's your babies are stuck with the mums since they're born, but a little bit different with Goliath, I guess.
Yeah, I never met my mother either. So she's probably out there somewhere.
He uncorks the whiskey and pours more into your glass and stops it.
Yeah, maybe my voice probably cracks a little bit as I say that. Probably, yeah.
But well, let's change the subject.
Good idea.
What's your plan then for since you're it seems this is nearly finished now. What's your plan? Are you sticking around? What are you guys gonna do?
Someone else speak. I've already told my life story, and I think I've said a bit too much. So someone else speak, for God's sake. All right, I'll speak then. Right. I think we might be going back to Papaya. We've got some pressing matters to be. Even though I'm a little bit unsure about going back, it seems a bit dangerous, but I suppose if needs must, it looks like we're going back there. And then I kind of gesture to my map. I've already got it all worked out, so don't you worry.
We've got some unfinished business over there. And we made some promises that we'd quite like to keep.
Fair enough. Just do us a favour, will you?
Sure.
just make sure he's around, and he gestures towards the tent flap. Just make sure he's around when the child's born.
How long will that be? Like 10 months, 8 months, 10 years is when they come back. But
10 years when they come back, but it'll be a few months yet before baby's born. Normally around maybe 10, 11 months.
We can. Well, now we know that we can travel. We can definitely do that. I think. How will we know if she's even pregnant?
Well,
I mean,
what will the signs be?
Yeah, but if we're not here,
no. The ovums will send letters.
Oh,
they're keeping us up posted. You'll get a letter when they confirm the pregnancy, and you'll also get a letter when baby's born. And then once the child's old enough to read and write, you can send letters. Blue will be able to send letters back to the child.
Okay. I'm new at this.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we could. I'm sure we could do that.
See. As the conversation goes on, drinks, carry on drinking, sort of light conversation happens. Your potion. There is a little, like, the last little bloop of a bubble. You have potion of strength.
Thank you. Could just quickly, because I'm guessing that we're going to be making a move in the morning. The ingredients for potion of speed. Is that any similar? Is it similar to the potion of strength? Is there one bit missing, or is there a load of it missing?
No, I think you've. How many supplies have you got now? I haven't got it up.
So I've used one lot of supply. I've got one more.
Okay, so I think in your book, potion of speed. So it requires 4. So you've got 1. So it'll require 4, total of 4 to make.
Right. Okay.
You can go out scavenging for those. It's not. All of these ingredients are pretty common.
Readily available.
There's nothing there that's like, oh my god, how am I going to find this sort of thing?
That's fair enough. Z wouldn't do that now. She's happy with strength, potion of strength. So she'll just put it in a vial and just tidy up.
Yeah, it's like a very thick consistency, almost like mud, like a thick bubbling mud, but it's light grey coloured. But you scoop enough. It's sort of like congealed at the bottom of the small cauldron you're using. So you like scoop it up, maybe even like trying to like spoon it into the vial. But yeah, it's quite a hefty sized vial as well. It's not like a tiny thin one. It's like quite a bulbous glass bottle you have to put this in. Yeah, but yeah, got a cork in it.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's also extremely cold to the touch. So like it's come out of a boiling cauldron and you've put it into this. Yeah, it's like almost freezing cold. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you.
That's okay. Cool. Drinks continue on. Kaya. Somebody touches you on the shoulder.
I will open my eyes, please.
You see the face of Barg. 2 black eyes, crooked nose, tears streaming down from his face.
Oh, I was like, oh, Bob, what's happened?
Dad's gone after Blue.
Where?
He's gone after Blue. To the caves. I've come to tell the Ovum.
You're
sniffing.
very good. I will. Oh, can I give him a potion of healing, please?
Yeah. He takes it off you, sort of shakily drinks it, and you see his eyes, like the big black rings around his eyes that sort of like go towards his eyes. They heal. You see his nose. There's a little pop, and it cracks, and you see his nose fix. And he begins to like. He's breathing through his nose now, where he's all breathing through his mouth, and you can hear a slight like whistle from his nose.
Oh, you were very brave to come and say. I'm so sorry that he did that to you. Do you think before you go and tell the Ovum, you could go and find my friend Z? Big lady.
Which one, Z?
She's the she's the same size as you, but she's not a Goliath. She's just a large sort of human-looking lady.
He nods, and sort of.
Okay.
Should I go now?
Yes.
Should I tell them first? Or go now?
What do you think that? I'm gonna go say go tell Z first, just because the Ovum might have questions for you. And possibly I could go tell them, or I could just go straight to. He's gone to the cave already. He's already in there.
I don't know. He said it would be payback and left.
Okay. Well, you go get Z. I'm gonna go and tell the Ovum, and then I'm gonna go and try and rescue. Make sure Blue's okay.
He turns around, sort of rushes off. Seems that it's Blue. Seems it's all about Blue. Blue, can you roll me a d20? 10 or below is one way. 11 or above is another way.
It's a 3.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, you see Barg rush off.
Because I'm right near the Ovum, can I just go quickly knock on the door?
Yeah. Go bang on the gate. Yeah. A few moments later, you see the wooden, well, it's sort of 10-foot wall appear. Lady dressed in white robes. Yes.
Right. Barg has just told me that Ruckus is going after Blue. I need to go and make sure that nothing interrupts the ritual and that Blue's okay. I'm gonna go in. Is that okay? I'm just gonna do it. What
yeah.
should I do?
Well,
What do I need to
I'll
know?
gather the. No, don't worry. I'll gather the ladies. We need to protect the giant. Yeah. Go. Yeah.
I don't.
And she's
Running off.
She leaves the door wide open and sprints the other way into the tent. Cool. Go. You rush down the streets. You're rushing straight to the cave entrance, I guess.
Yep.
Cool. You keep running, run past everybody. Like you hear like the teeny giant. There's music coming from there, but you rush like down the path. You get 40 feet away from the cave entrance, where probably where the line, maybe a bit further past that line that I've drawn on the map there. So you rush past. Give me a perception check.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's 16 plus 9.
24.
25.
25.
Yeah.
You hear an almighty roar from inside this cave.
No.
Just Blue! Shouting. It's echoing around in the cave inside.
Oh, running. I'm running forward until. Can I see him? I'm gonna try and see him. Can I see him? If I can see him, I would like to immediately hunter's mark him and shoot an arrow.
just a quick question, Blue. Your spike growth.
I can't. Yeah.
No, it was plant.
Yeah, not spike growth. Your moss. Your
Plants.
plant growth. How long does it last?
Instantaneous, one action, blah blah blah. 8 hours.
Okay, still there then.
Yeah, boy.
Fine.
Oh wait, sorry, no, that's 8 hours for if I enrich the land. Oh no. No, hold on. Spell response. 2 possible effects. There we go. Cast the spell for over 8 hours. It doesn't really say.
I'll have a look. Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can you guys see? Hang on 2 seconds.
I can
It's
see.
glitched out for me. Oh no, it's glitched out.
Also, I totally misunderstood where the cave entrance was.
I think you did, yes.
Yeah.
Because you ran all the way back up to the top and was like, oh, right next to the cave, right?
Yep.
I thought that might
I
be the
did
case,
wonder
but
why
I was
you
like,
sat up there.
to be close to the
I did also wonder why you sent him to get us
When you would ran past.
when you ran past us to get.
I
back
didn't
to the
realise
cave.
I was I thought I'd totally gone and got you.
Yeah. Can you guys see what I can see?
We hope so.
Yeah.
The cave.
Now I can't see what you can see, Chris.
What
I
can
can
you
see
see?
what I can
That's a good
see.
point.
moss growth. Yeah.
Yeah,
I really
cool.
like the space aliens. They look cool.
The space what?
The space aliens, they look cool.
Oh.
Is that
It's
not what
a
you can
turning
see?
point, but yeah.
That's all you, Saber. Kaya, you rush in. You see Ruckus.
You sheep's
is
milk.
20 foot tall.
God,
This
he's so
just
big.
hulking figure, just pacing back and forth.
I'm guessing he's had some of that brew from the.
brew. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Yeah, cauldron smashed on the floor.
No. Okay, well that's cool. I was still Hunter's mark him and shoot an arrow at him.
Yeah.
The health bar just pops up.
Just like, how long is it gonna take you to get here before I'm
This is-
dead or not?
I got a feeling now that the role was to whether Berg was actually going to know where to find us and who we were.
Oh my god.
So now
Help
I'm
me
feeling
know.
like this is going to be like a Dark Souls style boss fight.
Yeah, this is Kaya doing flips and rolls.
I'm sorry, I don't totally
I-
got you to realise that I was
I think the role was to see if we follow Barg first, or if we follow Kaya first.
Oh god, I hope you're right.
I think it was if this guy was big or not right now.
Because I know Z's been itching for a fight as well for like 3 sessions now.
Oh, shut up about this bloody air elemental.
Sorry.
Yeah. Kaya, what did you roll?
I didn't know.
You want to roll to attack?
Yeah. No, wow. Well, you know,
Just like
there was
you
a
need to-
time for my dice to abandon me. It is now. So I rolled a 3,
Ooh.
and I want to say that I got a +7. So I don't
Say.
think it. Oh no, it's a
It's long
+6. It's a +8. It is a +8. Oh, okay. So that's like a whole 11.
He's big,
Hiya.
come on.
He's so massive.
It's gonna bounce off, innit?
It turned red, guys. He did the thing.
Kaya, you rush in, see this hulking figure. You flick your hand, and he is covered in these golden runes, elvish runes. As you draw your bow, take a shot, he, aiming for the back of his head, he reaches up, snatches the arrow. Does a 15 hit you?
Maybe.
Okay, you take 4 points of piercing damage as he catches the arrow, spins round, and throws it back at you.
Cool.
Fuck, he's a monk.
Cool. But he's a quartermaster. Quartermasters aren't monks.
I'm also just picturing this giant catching like a pencil and being like, "Whoa!"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kaya, would you like to roll initiative, please?
She's doing it. Does anyone else roll initiative just to know when we come in, or?
I will let you know when you come in.
Got a 19 that time.
A 19. Cool. Blue, can you roll me a d4, please?
D4. Let's use the blue one. It's a 1. It's probably.
I'm pretty sure I don't think you've ever rolled higher than a 10 on your initiative.
Who, me?
Oh yeah, but it's a d4, isn't it? Yeah, don't worry.
I was gonna say.
I thought it was your initiative roll. Sorry, it's been a long day.
I often roll 0 or -1 on my initiative, but
cool. Yeah. Inside the cave. Blue. You.
Oh, did you hear something, baby?
Yeah, you hear this you see the wall, something falls, like a piece of rock falls from the inside the cave. She just looks at you, a little bit concerned, and sort of waves her hand at you.
I will make sure no one hurts you ever. And I'll dive nude straight into this pool.
Into the water.
Come out at the upper end as quick as I can. And I'm still big, right?
You're still big, yeah.
What happens if I'm a snake as well?
Stay the same size, as far as you're aware.
I'm not going to for the moment.
But, yeah, I need you to roll initiative, and as you appear, still in the water, but
18.
18, cool. Right.
Sorry, Blue, you got that plus. You have got the 5 extra hit points I gave you on still.
I didn't add it, but thank you for reminding me. It's just plus max, not plus your temp, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's plus max, so it's 5 more hit points, not 5 temporary.
I will add them as temp now for the moment, just to help keep track. But yeah, sweet, thank you.
And that's 8 hours, I think. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, Blue, you resurface and see Kaya on the other side, slightly obscured by moss. You see Ruckus, huge, staring at arrows. You splash out the water. You see Ruckus turns to you and goes, "You!
You shouldn't be here."
I'll leave when you're dead.
That's not going to happen, and I suggest that you lie down on the ground, please. I'm quite a strong warrior, so I wouldn't recommend tussling with me. Oh.
Cool. In which case, he is going to rush you.
Uh-oh. He doesn't know that I've used all but one of my spells.
Okay, so...
That was real stupid.
Hey, come on, it was for a good reason.
Okay, so does a dirty 20 is going to hit you. Does an 18 hit you?
Yeah.
To the puppy.
Okay, so... Christ, maths. You take 21 points of bludgeoning damage as he hits you a lot.
For being large, by the way?
Not to your not to your health, but your punches will increase to a your unarmed strike basically doubles. Just call it that, just for now. And any attacks you make with your staff will go up by a dice. So if it's a D4, it'll go to a D6. So yeah, 21 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need an athletics check from you as well.
Yes, sir. Since athletics is strength, do I get any extra for that?
No.
Proficiency again or something?
Yeah, we'll give it. Yeah, we'll call it that. Add your proficiency again.
Wait, hold on. Math is hard. Vibration. 15.
Cool, that's fine. He runs in, jumps at you, 2-foots you in the face, lands in the water, and tries to grab your arm and put you in some sort of arm bar, but you manage to wriggle free. That is his turn. Kaya.
I mean, I don't know. I'm so fucking small. I feel like there's not really that much I can do other than what I can do. So, but none of my goals will be.
Don't forget, you can fire twice.
Oh my god, I can fire twice.
And don't forget, you also have your.
Sorry, I forgot to cast Hunt as well last time. That wasn't me doing that now. I will try and shoot my arrows again, because what else can I do, really? You know, that's sort of me.
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. So do I roll 2 d20s or just one?
So you roll your first attack, and then if you make a second attack, you roll it again.
Okay. So I got a 19 with the first one.
Okay.
Do I get to add my +8 to the second one too?
I'm assuming so. If it's multi-attack, yeah. So 19 to hit on the first one.
Yeah.
And
then 21 on the second one.
Cool. Both hit. Roll damage.
Fab. And I will also use my so I've also got my hunter's mark on him, and I'll also use my psychic dreadful strikes as well. Please. Motherfucker. So that's an 11 and a 6, which is 15 points. No, it's not. Yes, it is. 15 points of piercing and 2 of psychic. Yes.
Okay. You watch him attempt to do the same trick as he did last time, but the arrow just sticks into the back of his hand as he roars with pain as he takes the full 18 points of damage.
Nice.
Or 17, 15, and yeah, go on.
Yeah.
And then your second attack, or is that both?
That's both attacks.
Sorry, okay, fine. Yeah, both attacks hit. Cool. Blue. Unless there's anything else from Kaya.
No.
Cool. I'm so dumb for not using my stone.
Actually.
Go.
Can I try and use my movement to get closer to where the big broken goblet-y thing is, and just in case?
So that's here.
I want to try and sneak up to that, hoping that they're too busy to really pay me attention.
Yeah, move you. How much you want to move?
Blue, is your plant growth difficult terrain? Would I know that?
Would I know that?
I don't know if you'd know that, but it's definitely difficult terrain, and it's also upwards.
Oh yeah, it's a big bed in it, so I'm gonna go around it. I think I get to there. That's all I got.
It's 4 feet of movement inside it instead of 1. So yeah.
Cool. You have to go around your big tall bed.
It's all right.
Cool.
Me, hello, hi, what up? I'm a wolf now. Sorry, no, I'm not a wolf. Sorry, the snake. Obviously.
Snake.
I'm a snake. Probably gonna be sad when I shrink. because of being a snake, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully I stay big.
It was also an extra +3 for the first hit, because I forgot to add my modifier.
It's okay. It's still hit.
No, but I mean,
yeah.
there was an extra 3 points of damage.
Oh, 3 points damage. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
That's fine. Blue, you turn into a giant, a even bigger snake.
Yes, I'm still big. We love it. We love to see it. Our bonus action is a snake. So I'm just gonna, it's not gonna work for the actual mechanics of the game, but just for theatre of the mind, I'm like wrapping around him. But obviously, I'm still in this position mainly.
Yeah.
Where my head is at least.
Yeah. Everyone outside. You're in Red's tent, enjoying this dwarven whiskey. Red's telling you about his time before he left. Only for a short period of time, didn't make it very far. Went to flak, didn't really like it. As the tent flap opens and you see a crying Barg enters. He comes in, like, head down low. Z?
Yes?
Kaya's gone after my dad. He's gone to find Blue.
Z just grabs hold of the staff and legs it. She doesn't even wait.
I see this happen and go, well, suppose I'm off then. And then I'll just ditch my glass and follow out.
Mm-hmm.
Quick question for Z. You say you grabbed... What did you say you grabbed?
Blue's staff.
Okay, just checking.
Cool. Red immediately grabs Barg as you guys leave, grabs him, and you can hear him like going... He's just shouting like, "What? So why has he done that? What the fuck's he doing? Like, I can't. He's just basically trying to question Barg as you guys rush out of the tent. Okay. Does a 17 hit you, Blue?
Yeah.
Sorry.
If you want.
Yeah, might as well. Something to do in it.
Okay, you take another 10 points of damage as you're like as a snake and Ruckus are getting intertwined. You see him like elbow the top of Blue's like head, cracking. You see the snake get hit right in the middle of its head. Cool. Kaya.
I will move up another 30 feet. So, siblings there. And I will try again to hit the big man.
Mm-hmm.
Twice. Oh, that's not so good. One of them is a 17, and the other one is 5 plus 8. Oh my god, 13.
13. First one connects with his back. The second shot just narrowly misses him.
Can I have used the first shot for my Hunter's Mark damage and Dreadful Strike damage, please?
Of course you can.
Thank you. So that is a 11, 14 points of piercing damage and 2 points of psychic.
Okay. Amazing. As your arrow goes in his back, he roars in pain. Blue.
Let's bite this sucker. Yeah, that's gonna do it. 22.
22? Yeah, hits.
Sweet. Then it's a 2d4 plus 3, and he needs to do a Constitution save for 12.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not bad. That's 9 piercing damage.
Okay, that's a 17 for his con save, and you say 19 damage.
Sorry, no, 9 damage.
9 damage.
14 would be lovely. Just a snipe.
Okay, you bite down, you strike out, bite down on his forearm, and your teeth don't pierce the skin as his arm goes solid. You would know that he...
Endurance! I should have done that before.
Yeah, as he takes no damage from your strike.
Prick. Fair enough.
Guys outside. You hear roaring, splashing, a snake hissing, and strike as you rush.
Big snake.
As you rush to the entrance.
I've used a bonus action to take my potency potion, please. No, not the potion strength, the potency potion.
Yeah, you can do that on the way, no problem.
Thank you.
Can you guys roll me initiative, please?
Oh, damn.
Is that good?
That's good.
Good for once?
I only roll good on initiative, and then it's terrible for the rest of the night.
True.
That's a 21 for me.
Oh, 21 Saber. 23 for Darian. Yep. And Z?
Unsurprisingly.
What, sorry?
You cut out a second there.
12.
12. Cool. Saber, what's your dex modifier?
My dex modifier, so it's +3.
Cool. In which case, Darian.
Right, let's have a look then. Wait, will I? So that the green stuff that you put down, will that be like difficult terrain? Then I'm guessing if we run through it.
And it's tall as well.
How inconvenient!
You're welcome.
It really set us up for success there.
Is it concentration? Let's have a look at that. That's probably something. It's not. It's there. Sorry.
So I'm gonna kind of action dash up to here. Actually, I don't even know what my range for my range weapon is. 1 second. That's not good. I'm gonna have to do a disadvantaged shot with my hand crossbow at this bad boy. I get. Oh no, I can't. It's not. It's a disadvantage now. That is a 15.
15 does hit.
Oh, nice. I don't mind that then.
Roll damage.
That is 6 points of damage.
Cool. You fire your crossbow, and he snatches it out of the air and throws it like a dart back at you.
Ugh.
23 to hit.
Yes. Somehow it does, yeah.
You take 8 points of piercing damage.
Nice. Thank you very much. 8, did you say?
8, yep.
Can I actually use my reaction to uncanny dodge and take
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, take 4.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Anything else from Darian?
No, that's me. I'm done. Thank you.
Saber.
I'm going to move... No, yeah, I'm going to move a little bit. Where am I? There I am. Why is it not letting me... There we go. I can only move 25 feet, but I can... Can I see over this grass?
Yeah.
It's not that tall then?
No, it's 4 foot high.
Ah, okay. And then, yeah, I'm going to fire twice using my War Priest. I'm going to fire my longbow.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one is a 21 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
And then the second one is a 8 to hit.
Yeah, first one's gonna hit.
Okay, and that's going to be a D8 plus 9 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, that's going to be me, I think.
You fire a shot from your longbow, and it skims past his face, leaving a lovely, deep gash across his face. Blue is spattered with blood. Everything from Saber?
That's it, yeah. Bonus action, and movement.
Okay. That's a 17 to hit Blue, and a 16 to hit Blue.
Yep.
I need a Constitution saving throw twice from Blue, please.
Sneaky boy. Constitution save twice. Doesn't give me a save, so do I just add the Constitution modifier, I guess?
Yes, yeah.
Then it's a 10 and a 17.
Okay, you watch as Ruckus pulls back and punches Blue once in the snout, with his fist, and the other one uppercuts underneath his jaw. Blue, you take 19 points of damage and are stunned.
Jesus.
I'm still white though.
He then stands up, is full height out of the water, climbs out, and is going to
Attack of opportunity.
Stunned.
Oh.
And is going to rush towards Kaya and Darian. Kaya.
Mm-hmm.
You're up.
Mm-hmm. I would like to the stupid part of me is actually just go stand in the plant growth. Why not? Fuck it. And the other half of me is, that's not going to help you much. I'm just going to shoot it with my arrows. Please.
Hulking figure running towards you. Draw back your bow. Take a couple of shots.
First shot is an 18.
It hits.
Second shot is 26.
Both hit. Roll damage.
Get after it. Kill it.
Okay. Somehow it's even worse. Okay, so that is 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 points of piercing and 3 of psychic. And that's it.
Okay. Is that just one roll?
Nope, that's both of them.
Both of them? Okay. You watch as you fire. You look up and then realise his knees are out. Take a shot at his knee and he sort of staggers and limps as you see this large this arrow stuck underneath his kneecap as he's limping towards you.
Should have sharpshooted it very well. I'm real small and he's real big.
Mm-hmm.
He's running at me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do something stupid. Can I run at him 30 feet? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
5, 30.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not quite there enough. Can I hold my bonus action of a phase step so that when he comes within the 30 feet of me, I phase step onto where that arrow is on his knee,
try and grab it.
So essentially, like, grab hold of that arrow one, isn't it?
As much as it is cool, I don't allow people to hold bonus actions. I only allow them to hold their full action. However, I would have let you, if you would not like to shoot this gentleman, which would have made no sense because you would want to use your bonus action to pull down the arrow. I will let people hold their action and use a bonus action, but I will not let people hold their bonus actions. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Apologies, but you can still rush forward if you want to, or stay by Darren.
Okay. I guess. I'm gonna get smushed if I stay there. No, I did it, so I'm not retconning it. Just
okay. Fine. In which case, Blue, you are stunned.
Yeah, how the fuck did you get out of
that? Stunned, you will be unstunned at the end of his next turn. Z.
So Z will run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Five, 1, 30 to there. She will then dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. Going round the plant growth, that's where I've lost the 5 feet. And then she will use her bonus action to Misty Step or Face Step, whichever one it is, 30 feet to there, and that is Z's go.
Okay. You see Z rush past your saber, past Darian, and then there's this strong smell of like sickly sweet, like sappy smell, as there is like a small like suction noise, and Z appears 30 feet forward, past Kaya. Darian.
Right, I am going to bonus action dash again, and it will should get me just in range of, basically get into melee range. And I shall use my rakish audacity to sneak attack.
Go for it.
That is audacious.
Come on. And that will be a 17.
17 hits, roll damage.
Very juicy. Oh God, I haven't done this for a while. I've forgotten what my sneak attack does now. How many? I think it might be 2 or 3. I don't know.
It's either 2 or 3.
Oh, it's 3. It's 3. It's 3. All right, there we go. Let's get juicy. Come on. 19 plus. Oh, okay. That will be 23 points of damage.
Darian, you rush up, past Kaya, dash, fuck it, for flavour. You trip over, roll, like cool commando roll, keep running, draw your, is it saber?
Rapier,
like
rapier.
Rapier, sorry.
Yeah.
Rapier.
What am I doing in your hand?
Rush up.
Got him by the hair.
You jump up, grab hold of the arrow, stick, pull up and stick your sword straight into the gut of Ruckus, who clutches at his stomach. Blood spurts everywhere as he falls to the ground.
Oh yes, I'm liking that. What, is he dead? Oh, he is dead. Big red X. I like it.
He's
and I'll feel a bit happy about myself.
You probably fall with him with the sword still stuck in his stomach.
I'll try. Even if I fall, I will try and style it out and make sure I try and look a little bit cool whilst doing it, but probably fail.
I'm gonna rush over and do Spare the Dying.
Cool. Yeah, you rush over. you run over Saber, place your hands on Ruckus,
Yep.
and you hear a little intake of breath. The wound closes on his stomach, but barely. You can see like a very fresh hole where Darian's blade was.
Okay.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. And guys, you have leveled up.
Oh, amazing!
Finally, I've been waiting for this level.
Poor guy.
And we will see everybody in the next session. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Laters.
Bye.
Hey.